What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, I'm going to show you how the sentiment that we've been having for the last couple of weeks are very similar to the sentiment that we've had in September and June and July. Looking at the fear and greed index, we've been at extreme fear right now for the last couple of weeks. Same sentiment in September, same sentiment in June and July. And we know what happened after that. So just by looking at this chart, I'm going to show you how we could potentially reverse very, very soon, guys. We're also going to take a look at the macro here on the weekly. Everything is pointing out that, yes, we could see some volatility to the downside, but I am expecting not to fall below $40,000. And I'll explain again today for any new subscribers. We're going to take a look at Ethereum. I'm going to show you the good levels that we should be bouncing off, and also the Bitcoin dominance. Maybe altcoins are not going to be looking good for the next couple of weeks because the Bitcoin dominance might be going up, but I do see a very bright future for the altcoins in first quarter of 2022, so make sure to stay tuned. Hello there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe daily to on Bitcoin crypto. Also do live streams to connect with the community. Don't buy, sell anything that I say. I'm not a financial advisor. Guys, let's just zoom out here on the 4 hourly 1 second, because a lot of people screaming for bear market. A lot of people saying that we're in a bear market since May. We're in a bear market since May. Let me just remind here all the bears that we did actually break all-time highs last month, okay? Even though we're well below it right now, but you do not break all-time highs and you don't continue printing higher lows on the 4 hourly, on the daily, on the weekly, okay? And you're screaming for bear market already here. Yes, we have broken a little bit of structure here from this trend line, but no bear market until we actually close, at least a strong daily or a weekly candle below the 40,000 higher low, the last higher low that we got here. Okay, so just to be pretty clear, I mean, over Twitter, it's insane how a lot of people are calling for bear market, and that we've been in a bear market since May, since this drop, and we've actually broken all-time highs, and we're not creating a lower low. So this is absolutely insane how people can be screaming this. And I just want to show you today in this episode how the sentiment that we do have from today in the last couple of weeks is so similar to the one that we've had in late September and also June and July. Now, like I said, these are corrections. We are pretty much in an uptrend. We do not change a trend unless you start printing a lower low and a lower high, okay? So far, so good. We're still printing higher highs. Let's see in the next reversal, because there will be a reversal, guys. I don't think this is going to be a cascade fall, okay? There will be some kind of reversal, and we need to check out if the next reversal is going to print a lower high, okay? So far, so good it is going to be if we do reverse on top of 40K, because if we do reverse above 40K and we print a lower high, it is still going to be a macro uptrend because we did not manage to print a lower low below 40K, right? So, I mean, I just want to show you some comparison here, because we did have a major drop back here in November. We had sideways consolidation, and then we had the second major drop, right? You can see that, if we go to the daily, it would be even better. But this was a severe drop right over here before you had the sideways consolidation, which was basically here, right? From the 18th of November all the way till the 2nd of December, till you had that second major drop. Now, if we do take a look at the drop that we had back in early September, we did have one severe drop, okay? This one took just, less than 24 hours. But then we had, quite a few days, over a week here of consolidation with a little bit of pumpy action. Then we had the second drop. Now, this consolidation that we had here is very, very similar to the consolidation that we're having right now for BTC. And if you take a look at the fear and greed index, okay, the sentiment is the same. We are at extreme fear. It's been in fear and extreme fear now for over a week. The same happened back in September, late September. If you take a look at the sentiment also here, since late May all the way till July, where we started recovering, getting into neutral, then greed, then extreme greed, you can see that, the sentiment has been very, very, very similar, which is that extreme fear. Now, the last two times where we have been over a week around this sentiment, the price action has gone slightly sideways and to the downside, okay? We haven't had major dips when we've been at extreme fear. When you're at extreme fear, if you take a look at the dates, between June and July and also late September, you don't drop too far away down, okay? You don't drop much more than where you're currently trading at. You do have slightly fake outs to the downside, but you mainly go sideways. So I'm expecting, just because of the kind of sentiment that there is right now, that there isn't going to be enough selling pressure, okay? And there will be a very strong reversal because whales will start accumulating at these levels. So basically, I'm expecting a big reversal soon. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin price here, okay, on the 1 hourly, because yesterday we were doing some analysis on this potential head and shoulder pattern right over here. The volume wasn't too great, okay? There was a little bit of volume here, but we were talking about potential fake outs here also, guys. So stay very cautious, because we were talking on the live stream about this head and shoulder scenario. And we want to see several 1 hourly candles breaking well below $46,000, okay, to start to confirm that we are potentially going to come down to the low 43 or even $42,000, because that's the measured move of this potential head and shoulder. But we were also very, very cautious of, fake outs here. If we zoom in here on the 1 hourly chart, you can clearly see there was a massive wick here, okay? A lot of people might have been shorting breakout, okay? Shorting here the breakout. And we want more confirmation, guys. We want to see a few candlesticks here on the 1 hourly. And then if you have big, solid 1 hourly candlesticks, okay, going well below $46,000 and $45,000, then on that potential reversal, you could short the market, because this is confirming this breakout. If you see this price action for the last few hours, then yeah, no, I don't think so. We haven't had a very successful breakout from this major level by seeing this choppy price action. So let's just, taking a look at the 1 hourly. I'm going to take a look at the weekly right now with you guys. Yeah, I know this was mentioned yesterday, but I'm pretty confident that this trend line here from the weekly, okay, just a quick update, we could see some volatility today, tomorrow to the downside. It could happen, but I don't see us closing a successful weekly candle well below the $45,000 in between this week and next week. I just see some volatility. That is my opinion, guys. We could touch 40,000, yes, of course, because I had some comments yesterday that the video didn't age well, and I'm bullish in the mid-long term, guys, okay? I am bullish for the next coming weeks. This week, next week, a little bit bearish. I could see some volatility retesting the low 40K levels. This is very much true. And then one of the other reasons that I think that this level is going to hold nicely is because of the huge amount of VPVR that is holding the 41K levels, okay? Where I have this box here. This box over here is where we have this massive mountain. And this massive mountain, guys, like I mentioned in other videos, I'm not going to say it again, is accumulation and reaccumulation. This is where we have this huge amount of volume profile. So this is why it's very unlikely people that have been buying Bitcoin and accumulating through the, during this time, I don't think they are going to sell anytime soon. Remember, for experienced traders, Bybit, my favorite swing trading platform, has got up to $4,100 worth of bonus still here to claim by using my link in the description. My favorite day trading platform, PrimeXBT, you get 25% discount by using Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promotion code, guys. I do get a small commission. You get the best bonus available, so it's a win-win. I got both tutorials also down in the description. So let's just jump in here on the Ethereum chart and zoom in here, guys, because one of my latest videos, we did talk about 3,600 being a major level. We got the trend line here from the lower highs, and basically we are coming to retest it. Something very similar to what is happening to Bitcoin, but on the weekly, okay, where we are retesting the lower highs right now and getting slightly volatility to the downside. So we could see that volatility dipping below this major resistance that's turning into support here, hitting that 3,600, 3,550, okay, with a little bit of volatility. We're just about kind of breaking the trend line here from these higher lows. This is not too important. I think that we could see some volatility, and it could be a fake out in the next coming weeks, and then get back up that trend line and continue the pace here to the upside. Now, second reason, I think that 3,600, apart from being a massive resistance here that is turning into support, we do have also the VR, okay, the volume profile, where we do have 3 peaks here also. And the start from this peak over here where there's a huge amount of volume, and I think this is why also Ethereum did have a little bit of a sharp dip, almost hitting the 3,600 where the VPVR starts here, is because you do have a little gap. Okay, so that's why it's been pretty easy to have that sharp correction, which was yesterday. So overall consolidation, we know the fear is at extreme fear. Consolidation, a couple of wicks to the downside. I think we should be defending the 3.5 and the 3.6k levels on Ethereum for the next coming days. So yeah, let's just jump in on the Bitcoin dominance here, because Bitcoin dominance is having a little bit of pumpy action. We can go to the daily, and the deal. We've been talking now about this for weeks, okay, that we are potentially creating this descending triangle because we got lower highs and we got a good barrier here, which is the 40% range. Now, yesterday, a couple of days ago, we were talking about this retest of the support level, potentially getting a bounce, okay, maybe not breaking it. Third attempt is already good to break it, maybe a fourth attempt even better. Now, what we could expect for the next, week or two is that we are going to have, a little bit of a relief rally. I'm not sure if we are going to come all the way up to the 45% levels, retest this resistance. It could be possible. We might get exhausted before reaching that range, in between 42 and 44% levels, and then have the turnover. That is what I'm expecting. This is usually a bearish pattern, okay, descending triangle. And it also, if you're coming from a massive downtrend, it is also pretty bearish. So the likelier scenario, there's a higher chance that we are going to actually break down in the next coming weeks. We don't know when, but if we do successfully break the support of 40%, I do see us coming down to the 30%, okay? And a lot of the altcoins are going to do very well. I would say gaming projects, layer 1 projects, okay? Blockchain projects. So this is something that we need to pay attention for first quarter of 2022. Guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing a live stream afterwards, so make sure to subscribe. Smash up that like button. Check out Bitcoinsensus website. We've got the latest news. We've got the latest technical analysis ideas. We've got bullish and bearish predictions, guys, so you can find out, okay, what are the, what suits better for you if you are macro bearish or macro bullish. Thanks, guys. Make sure to check out the tutorial of Bybit and PrimeXBT to learn how to trade on those platforms. Be careful with the leverage trading, and I'll see you guys in the next one.